This is not going to be a full blown podcast for anyone who's turning it on right now. Tammy and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what it is like to build an MAO course, or we could call it a learning experience, an online learning experience. And we kind of know what we're talking about because we've done it quite a few times together. I don't know if I have 15 courses. I always forget the number, but
Can't
uh,
remember. Yeah.
it has really evolved into something special. And I am in the middle of this is something my grandmother used to do when she would talk about people going crazy. She would do this. I'm in the middle of that right now, building a course that I'm very excited about that I'm going to be filming with you in this winter. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how we operate because I get this idea, right? And it feels brilliant at the time. It just feels brilliant. And I pick up the phone and I call you and you answer and I just like throw it all at you. And maybe it only takes me a minute, but I just like throw like the guts of it at you. And you often say, "Yes, Rachel, that's a great idea." But sometimes you say, "Okay," very gently, but honestly, you'll say, "All right, let's think about this a little bit more." Because you are the producer. You are the woman behind the camera. You understand how the whole thing comes together on film. And so sometimes you hear what I think is a brilliant idea and you're not quite ready for it, or you just don't see it working.
Yes, and I think that's it, is that there is a producer brain in me, and what will translate for the student, what do the students have access to? If you come up with something great that maybe not many people can get that type of substrate, or it's just not gonna speak to a wider audience, then yes, that part of my brain is always at play, especially when you call or other artists present their courses to me. But obviously, that has worked out since we've had 13 or 14 or 15 successful courses with
Mhm.
you.
Well,
So even
some are stronger than others, of course. Some are more popular than others. I had to really fight for one last year that pleasantly turned out to be a lot of fun and successful. Building a QR code in Mosaic, and I think I worked on you for a couple of years on that. I just kept throwing it at you, and you would just throw it back at me.
well, and QR codes weren't as popular when you first threw it at me, and now they are. So it took a little bit of me being part of the,
I had to massage
the
you.
you that too. The popular part of it, and it had to I think it came out at the right time. I think the
Mhm.
idea was brilliant, obviously, from the beginning, but it came out at the right time, and yes, many people have made them now for their businesses or for other reasons or gifts, and it's a genius course.
Thank you. I'm making another one myself right now. Very exciting.
Of course you are.
But one of the things that I wanted to kind of share a little bit about is so there's a lot of different things to think about when you have the great idea, but then you want to get it to a full fledged, chapters and outlines and all the organizational stuff. And so you think about the how, the what, the where, and that is technique, composition. What's another word for those things?
Style.
Yeah, style. But the word that I think I usually start with, and I think this is important to express, is the why. Tim, the why of why would anybody want to do this? So
Right.
I know why I want to do it, but why would other people want to do that? And I go through this list of I mean, it's the list is always different, but is this going? Why will this hit someone emotionally? Why will it encourage them to understand their identity as an artist or as a human being? What are some of the other things? Memory, that quilt blocking and picassiette that I did a few years ago, that was really tapped into memory and nostalgia and finding the broken plates, using your grandmother's plates to make a mosaic. Confidence is a big one. Like, why will someone feel more confident after having gone through this course?
Well,
And
and it's
fun.
informative, like the way you inform your composition course. People maybe never thought of Mosaic that way. And so, you really have your pulse on a lot of different parts of the process and what students need to learn to advance themselves as a mosaic artist.
Mhm. And also another word that I try to keep in mind too is just fun. So
Yeah,
just because there's some philosophy in an experience does not mean it can't be fun at the same time.
exactly.
Mhm. because
Exactly.
that's why people actually, I mean, the fun is important. Sometimes I have to remind myself to have fun,
Yeah,
but
yes, and it is it's an mosaic art for many people is not their full-time job as it
Mhm,
is for us. So we have to keep remembering that they want to do this because 'cause they're attracted to it. It may be a hobby or they're enthusiastic about it, but if you don't bring the fun to it, then why?
well,
Again, why?
exactly. Why? Right, why? So right now my why is I'm very lit up with my why. And I think I honestly, I think I've been working on this one for 2 years. I keep throwing this word at you, and I'm just gonna say, and that's the other part that I wanna explain. Actually, this reminds me of a couple years ago, we were in filming, and I decided to change the title midweek, like, when we were in the middle of filming, and I was having, like, a mental breakdown about it, and you said, "Rachel, it doesn't matter. We'll just pick the title at the last day and print out the poster. It's no big deal." And I said, "No, that's not how my brain works. I have to pick the title at the very beginning because words are, I mean, being a writer, I'm as much of a writer now as I am a mosaic artist, possibly more, I don't know, but I love to climb inside of words and research their etymology and where they came from and their history and who used to use them and how are they used now in the modern language, and I like to play with them within the course. So if you hear, like intuitive, so many of my courses have the intuitive for it on purpose. The Uncommon Canvas was another one of my favorite titles of something you could really play with. But today I'm going to reveal a word, a title for the course that we're going to be filming this winter. And I have to do just
You have to
while
say it with your hand.
I have to talk in my hand. The title of this next course is going to be called Flourish. So I'm drawing a flourish with my hand. And I'm connecting all the threads right now and I'm turning it into this fun, but also very deep course that has everything to do with our hands. I think I have some black paint on my hands right now, but everything to do with our
Good, that's what an artist should have.
yeah. Your hand on the canvas, your hand on the substrate. And that is leading me into another little bit of thinking about, we're now in 2026, and you and I have been talking about AI for several years now and what it's going to do to the future of everything, right? And now, June 2026, everybody's talking about it. Like that's all anybody wants to talk about now is the AI and what it's going to do. And I
If you
think
wanna get depressed.
right. I think our hands as artists are not even just artists, creative people in general. Our hands are the way to short circuit the power of the AI and take it all back, right? Because the AI cannot do your mosaic for you. It can make a facsimile on the screen that looks like a mosaic, but that's not the kind of mosaic that we're talking about. We're talking about making something meaningful from our own hands and our heads and our hearts. And that is a precious thing that cannot be taken away. And that's, I think, what this course is going to really end up being about. So,
And I love that because it's gonna be about learning how to do lines because 'cause you're gonna do the flourish line. So,
mhm,
it's gonna be on Demento, it's gonna be what your hands do with tools, it's gonna be what your hands do touching the materials. It's gonna be in real life, which is a great segue to how we are here in Todos Santos for that reason. As much as I am the founder, producer, Jerry and I of Mosaic Arts Online, and we know what that meant 6 years ago when we weren't leaving our homes to the opposite of what we're experiencing now that not everybody can get out and travel and do stuff, or they want to learn a specific technique from you and you're not traveling to teach yet. And so we do know that Mosaic Arts Online is so important. It's right at your fingertips the minute you purchase the course. But to know that our hands are still making things and that we can physically be together to do it in some form is what is going to always give me the calm when I hear about the AI or Jerry tells me doomsday stories that I can't even process that there is going to be, yes, AI may play a good part in some parts of our lives. We all know that we don't know what the future holds. But what I do know is that if you want a real life experience, those things are still very possible and very important for our souls and our beings and our connection to human beings. That this is this is the way we are going to keep, I think, our zen and tranquilo, as we say down here in Mexico.
Kilo. I'm gonna have to practice that one. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of tranquilo down here. And I don't know if this is the right time to say it, but I'll just say it that Rachel Sager, who does not teach really live anymore, has become one of our visiting artists for 2027 and will be physically in the space down here in Todos Santos. And we're so excited to have you.
I'm getting my head around it. I'm
Yeah.
very excited. I just heard there's a hot tub, so I'm in.
There's a hot tub, and that's your view behind me 24/7.
I'm really
So
excited.
it's a good thing. But back to the courses and what you do and how we have this, conversation and literally how it does go from a spark in your head to a produced course is a process, and every one of the artists are different, so I go through it differently with every artist. But doing with you is always fun, and what you come with gives me tranquilo because you know what is expected of you. You know a different way of communicating with the students than I do, which is amazing. You have an incredible following with the ruins and everything that you've produced and what you have. And both of us love to entrepreneur talk as anytime as we can.
Yeah.
So it's a great experience. It's a really great experience working with you. I love it. I don't see it ending anytime soon. I only see it evolving into something different, which here we are, you coming down here. And it's really cool that we've got both businesses now that can really come together and give people an opportunity.
So now that you've announced it, I'll have to put the dates on next week's Substack, um, and some of the details. Yeah, very
Some of the look at she can be it's official. It's official. We're so excited. It's so
thank
exciting.
thank you.
It's so exciting. Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's me. Do you wanna say anything about, the next couple of
Well,
days?
the only other thing I want to say is it was so sweet of you to include me in this conversation on your Substack podcast for the ruins. I love that. And the reason, that you and I have connected so much over the years is because of Mosaic Arts Online. And we are having our birthday bash summer sale. So Jerry's birthday was just this past Sunday, and mine is this Monday, and your birthday was this past Friday. So,
Is that
for all the June birthdays out there, we are having our summer sale that has started today, June 18th, and will go through Monday, June 22nd, the national holiday of my birthday. Just kidding. and so, and
You're as bad
so,
as
yes,
you're as bad as Robert. He celebrates the entire month of July. It's
that's the
insufferable.
way to do it. That is the way to do it. I am so for that. It's all about celebrating. But yeah, if you are, it's 20% off all courses at Mosaic Arts Online and at Create Arts Online, which is our mixed media sister company. And the code is birthday 20. 20% off all courses. And the code is birthday 20 at Mosaic Arts Online and Create Arts Online. And that's my only plug.
Nice.
I got
I think well, today's a good day for anybody to just go into the website and binge all the free intros. That's
Yep.
like the little secret of MAO is all the intros give you a flavor of all the different instructors and what they have going on. It's yeah.
I've heard from one person once told me that they get a glass of wine and they sit with their iPad and it's better than binging on Netflix.
I was just gonna say it's like Netflix where you just like scroll for an hour before you pick something.
Exactly, exactly. So go check out all the trailers at Mosaic Arts Online and Create Arts Online before you go to Netflix.
Nice, nice. Thanks, Tammy.
So
Beautiful, beautiful sky, beautiful surf behind you. You enjoy the rest of your time down there.
thank you. We will.
Okay.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.